Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel for Crochet. I'm Sandy. Before I start this video, please take a minute to click that like button. Thank you. And then if you want, if you wish, please leave a comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, so today's video is going to be a special one because, alright, for those of you who don't know, I tried to crochet for many years, and I tried to learn from my grandmother. She was not able to teach me, unfortunately, but I did learn how to make a chain, and that was like, I think I just was so excited. I'm like, that's all I need to know is make a chain. I could do something with yarn like my grandmother. But in the end, I was never able to learn while she was still here with us. So she's, you know, in heaven right now. She passed away suddenly, almost 3 years ago now. And I wish that I can crochet with her. That would be such a nice thing. And it's, of course, not possible here on Earth, but I can, you know, just think of her while I crochet. So a while ago, I went over to visit some family in the city, and my aunt said she had a surprise for me. So what I have here is a bag that my aunt gave me, and I'm just now opening it because I was kind of chicken to open it because I thought it would be like emotionally, I don't know, it would be hard. So I figured, let's open it in front of my friends and see what's in it. So this is the first time I'm looking in this bag. So let's see. Okay, first we have some yarn that's in a Ziploc bag. Oh my gosh. So what we have, oh, these are yarn scraps. Oh my gosh, they're yarn scraps. And then a ball. Oh my goodness. Well, that's fun. Did she save all her yarn scraps in a particular color? Because mine are all kinds of colors. Was that how organized she was? I think I know where the OCD comes from. Okay, here's a ball of white yarn. This looks like a chunky 5 yarn. I don't see any labels in here. All right, here's another. Oh, there's hair on there. I wonder whose hair that is. It's black. I don't think it was my grandmother's. Okay, here's some more. Is this some more yarn scraps divided into color? I think that's what it is. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow, she separated all her yarn scraps into colors. That's some, oh, here's more. Red. I wonder how many of those I'm gonna find. Here's little yarn, little balls of yarn. Oh my gosh. This is, what kind of a yarn is this? I think this might be, if I can get my husband to focus in on that. This yarn, and excuse my nails, well, I need a manicure. This yarn is so thin. I think it's from Mexico. In Mexico they make really thin yarn. Actually, I can tell you guys a story. One of my aunts told me that my great-grandmother would take the yarn like this just a regular 4-weight yarn, and if you see it's twisted, it's got plies. Well, she, in order to get more yarn, she would separate the plies to create very tiny thin yarn. So that's a little tidbit from my family, my great-grandmother. Okay, here's more beige yarn, and here is some white yarn. Oh, this looks like scraps of yarn. Okay, look, she divided all her yarn scraps into colors. Here's more off-white yarn. This is a lot of white yarn. I wonder if she was trying to make something. Here's another hair. If it weren't for my grandmother, I would think that's gross. But because of the fact that it might be my grandmother's hair, I don't think that's gross. Here's more scraps, yarn scraps in a certain color. I don't know, she was working on a project with light colored yarn. Or maybe I just got a bag of her white yarn. Maybe her other colored yarn went to my other aunt, because I know my other aunt got a lot of my grandmother's yarn. Look at husband, if I can get you to zoom in on that velvet yarn. That's cool. More white yarn. This fuzzy white yarn. She definitely separated her yarn. She took care of her yarn stash really well. I could see she was trying to keep the dust off of her yarn by putting it into plastic bags. This looks like a baby blanket, like a Bernat baby. That's what this, there's more of this color. It's like a purple and black mixture. Yarn scraps. Yarn scraps. That's interesting. Okay. All right. I'm glad you guys are looking through this with me, because I didn't want to do it by myself. More gray yarn. I like this one. I did actually get a couple balls of yarn when she passed from my aunt, but I didn't get much because at that time I didn't know how to crochet. So she just gave me a few balls of yarn to work. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this. You see that? What is this? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I don't know where to start with this. What is this? Is this made by her, or is this, oh no, this is, wait a minute. Okay, it looks like she took two strands, two different kinds of yarn. Or no, this is just a, was it made like this? What is that? Oh, but look at the way my grandmother would just make the balls of yarn. I remember holding the yarn for her while she did it, and I would ask her, can I roll it up into a ball? And she would tell me in Spanish, maybe when you're older. So here's some more of this novelty yarn that would be difficult for me to, here's more yarn. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's just, I don't know what that yarn is. It's like eyelash yarn. I think that's what it is. Oh, okay. Let's see what else we got here. More white yarn. And this looks like a mint color. And it does have a hair on it. And I tell you, otherwise, if it wasn't because it was my grandmother's, it'd be grossed out. But mint ball of yarn. So she had a lot of yarn scraps. Okay, what is this? I don't know what that is. What would you make out of this? Okay, okay, there you go. That, I don't know. So like I said, there's no labels in here. I guess she wasn't one to save her labels. Here's more novelty yarn in black. So this must have been her black and white stash. All right. Some color. Here's more. This looks like a beige something, ball of something. Just, where's the end? I'm trying to find the end of this. I don't know where the end of this is, and I don't want to make a mess of that right now. Here's more yarn scraps. More. Okay, more of this fuzzy yarn. So off the bat, I could tell you, I don't know what I would be able to do with any of this yarn except just have it with me Oh, but this one is nice. Look at this. This looks, again, maybe yarn from Mexico, because it's so thin. It's just, it's something that I don't see in the stores, this kind of yarn. But I remember one time I asked my aunts who was using yarn like this, I said, where did you get that yarn? She said, it's from Mexico. So, and here's more. Just little balls, just yarn scraps. Yeah. Fun and interesting. Okay, here's more thin yarn. Thin. And I guess this yarn is used to, this reminds me of sometimes my grandmother would make a dress for me when I was a little girl, and she would use yarn like this. That would probably take her a long time. And she had a full-time job, and she had 8 kids. And by the time I came around, it was her 4th granddaughter. And at the time I could remember getting interested in her yarn, I think by then she had like 10 grandchildren. I think she was younger than me, than what I am now. And she still took the time. She still found time to crochet lots of things. Ooh, this looks like a nice yarn. Oh my gosh. I like that yarn. This is not into a ball, but that needs to get into a ball. That's kind of unorganized. But look at this. Everything is very organized. So she kept her yarn very nice. She didn't have a lot of shelves to keep her yarn. She used bags like these to separate her yarn and put it into bags. All right, so that was finally went through my grandmother's yarn stash. All right, thanks for looking through this with me. Let me know what you think. I didn't get emotional, as you could tell, maybe because the camera is in front of me, so that helps. So thank you again. Oh, what is this? Is this yarn or a drawstring? What was she trying to do with this? I don't know. Okay, well, there you go. Thanks for watching this video with me, and I will see you next time. Take care and stay safe. Bye.